All right, we are live. So had to update a little software before I could sign on, and now we are up and running, ready to go. And we have a break with a bunch of teams left. But I know I'm going to be away for a couple days this weekend, and I'm not sure. I'm going to bring stuff with me, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have the best opportunities since it's a one-day tournament and we have to be at the ballpark at like 5:45 in the morning or something fun like that. Welcome. Spring is early. But I wanted to make sure that I could get this all sorted up before heading out. So we're running it a little light. And honestly, right now with the assortment that's in here, good stuff for the shop. So, don't let those hits be misses. Grab a team, grab a couple teams. Let's have some fun tonight. Everybody, Wang Chung tonight. We're going to be doing a break called the WALK, and I named it that because what does a walk entail? Well, a walk entails 4 balls in baseball. We got a TriStar Platinum Series 2 ball from 2019. We have a Hidden Treasures baseball from 2020. A 2021 Diamond Stars baseball. And it's been a while, but I still have a few Onyx things left, so I wanted to bring this one out. Onyx Icons baseball from 2018, so some cool stuff in that on that checklist. All right. The boxes of cards now. 2019 Archives. That's my last box. I actually got to remember to take it off the list. Also, my last box of 2020 Bowman Hobby. Got some got some jumbos left, but those are going to be one of the hot boxes the longer this lockout lasts. Also from 2020, we have a Bowman Draft Jumbo, so 3 autos in that. And 2021 Bowman Draft. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on these new prospects that normally wouldn't be on it. Prospecting's, for some and not for others, right? A lot of things in the hobby that way. Everybody complains about how many cards are made, but guess what? There's a lot of different type of collectors out there. All right, but a lot of eyes are going to be on the minor leagues the longer this lockout goes. And I see so many people like, Rob Manfred is scum, the owners are scum. Regardless of whether there's some truth to that or not. I don't know. I was listening to the press conference highlights today, and I kind of felt like the MLB press conference kind of went into numbers and specifics, and the player side was just kind of like, we're mad because they don't want to go. No specifics, no nothing, and they negotiated for 9 straight days, but there was a lot of time, in the scheme of things where there was no meetings, nothing at the table. Were they Zoom calling each other for 30 minutes and saying, we don't like you, we don't like you either. All right, let's call back tomorrow. Same time? Yeah, sure. It's like that Western commercial, right? I forget what the commercial's for, but it's I think it's one of the car insurance companies. And it's like, all right, we're going to duke it out. And it's like, oh, wait, no, I got to get thrown through a window at 3:00. Oh, we got shooting lessons at, come on, get it done. I don't think they're as far away as they want to make it sound, but I think we're at the point now where I want to win and ego is going to step in. And that's what's going to make this a long, drawn-out process, not tweaking a few numbers. But in the meantime, you know what? In 94, 95, the hobby suffered and the sport of baseball suffered, obviously. But in this world now where you can broadcast minor league games, all right, you have all these different avenues with technology. In this world where news travels quickly, right? I think that you're just going to see minor league baseball replace Major League Baseball for a little while. And for those who don't really care to see like who's coming up, they're probably more casual fans anyway, you know? I mean, we go, we're diehard, Mets in my household, and we go watch the Jersey Shore Blue Claws, formerly the Lakewood Blue Claws, and they're a Phillies affiliate, but we still enjoy the games and we root for the home team, and we like these guys when they're in single A, and then we boo them when they're in the majors. That's the fun. I'd probably enjoy watching Reading games on TV if that's what was out there, huh? And that was something like Peacock, right? The old Peacock. Yes, there's teams still available only on Drip, and I will read them off. So the Diamondbacks, one guy to look out for that is Jordan Lawler. All right, $95. The Braves, $110. The Red Sox and that guy with an awesome first name, Marcelo Meyer, $220. Got a few decent guys to look out for in the walk. And these guys right here, all right? Standard tiebreaker rules apply, and we'll go over that in a second too. White Sox, what's not in there? Jimenez rookies, Robert rookies, Andrew Vaughn, right? Actually, no, Andrew Vaughn's not. Well, he technically is a prospect in 2020 draft. Trying to think. Yoelqui Cespedes, I think, has autographs in 2021 Bowman. Technically, he never had a first Bowman card except for the autographs in 2021 Bowman, but I think he's got some stuff in Bowman draft as far as like insert autographs and whatnot. So White Sox are $195. The Reds are $95. The Astros are $65. Royals, you got some decent stuff in there. Asa Lacy is in there. First Bowman, Bobby Witt. Royals, $250. Padres, $195. Padres loaded with prospects. All right, your Robert Hassels, your C.J. Abrams, and Fernando Tatis rookie in archives. All right. Mike, when we're broadcasting on Drip, I got to do it through Drip. So I had this loaded up for 3 weeks online. I mean, that was even we busted other stuff like Topps Series 1 and stuff like that. And this one just kind of sat there. I got to do it through Drip at this point so that they get their cut because we're broadcasting on their stream. Padres are $195. What else we got here? How do I move this? There we go. The Angels are $125. Joe Adele rookies. I'm trying to think. There was something to chase after, and I don't remember the name. A's, $160. First Bowman, Robert Passan, among some of the things available. And then the big one, the Pirates. So you got Henry Davis, And you got, Brian Hayes and Leover Piguero, I think, has autographs possible. Yeah, there's some stuff there. But number one overall draft pick of 2021, that's usually a good one to go after, right? So, are you watching on a phone or are you watching on a different device? If you're watching on a phone, at the bottom where it says live chat and overview, go to overview and click the link. Or download the Drip app real quick. You got a couple minutes, probably. I don't think anybody's going to swoop in and steal them from you. But when they are on Drip, it is first come, first serve. So the way we do it, for those watching on Drip who may not have watched us before, is you can buy in until we show the first hit. Okay, so then, yeah, if you don't have the Drip app installed, then the next best thing to do is at the bottom where it says live chat and it's highlighted, next to it says overview. Hit that, and then there's a link in the title. And you click on that link, and my Drip shop should pop up. So I think you've got to have a account with them. So that might take you a couple minutes, but it's going to be a couple minutes before we get going too, because I got to do roll call, and then we're going to talk about what's next, right? Probably just going to have a couple small breaks, so that way it's something quick and easy that if I am able to do it while we're away at the tournament, I could do it real fast. Part of me is tempted to stay another night and go to the Philly show just to go, but I will have my one daughter with me, and I want to open up the shop Sunday from 1 to 5 since I'm not going to be here Friday and Saturday. So but when you do get into Drip, it'll have all the teams available, I think, at the bottom. So let's do roll call here. Again, there are a number of teams still available. I wanted to get this done before we left, and I want to try to squeeze out this 11-box football mixer too. That's been up for 2 weeks, and to me, that's like 2 weeks too long. So we're going to try to get everybody paid up on that break, and if we can get everybody paid, then we'll break it tomorrow. If we can't, then it'll probably go late weekend. All right. There we go. There you go. You got it. All right, I'm going to share this in Messenger too. So Bob Huffnall, Luis Molina, David Sipes, Joe Wester, Don Wright, Melissa Marin, Michael Kelly, Don Lieneman, and I know John McClellan's here. Jeremy Corbin and Jeff Lukowitz. Bussin'. You know, it's funny you say that because there's actually a bus stop right across the street. So it literally is bussin'. It's like right in front of a bus all the time, or at least once an hour. As long as it's not short bussin', then we're good, right? Anyways. So I'm not hip with the lingo. I saw somebody on Twitter complaining about the use of the word wax to describe wax. It's not a slang word. The packs used to be made out of wax. Now they're made out of foil. Okay. They were made out of wax for like, what? Decades? I'm going to call it what we're going to call it. So again, Astros just went. So the list of teams is a little bit shorter. I'm going to pull the Astros out. So Diamondbacks 95, Braves 110, Red Sox 220, White Sox 195, Reds 95, Royals 250, Padres 195, Angels 125, A's 160, Pirates 275. So I guess that's what I get for doing a heavy duty break. It just, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep it light for a while until we make some bigger waves this month. I don't know. It would probably help if we had more releases coming out. Don't get me wrong. I love Leaf. I love Onyx. I very much like the wild card illumination. But it's March 2nd, and all we really had is flagship tops. I mean, they're not giving me football right now. I mean, one box. And we see how fast that football break's moving. So I literally put the last 3 of the last 4 football products we got in one box of each. That's all we got in that break. I may just decide to just leave it in the shop so that we can sell it in here. I don't like not breaking things, because I mean that's supposed to be the bulk of what we do, but I don't know. So we need you guys that haven't jumped in to jump in on that football break, and I don't know. We're gonna post another one that's gonna be a little more low key, I guess, but we'll put some cool stuff in it too. I mean, that was fun last night. We sold 1 box of this last night. We saw Najee Harris, number to 35. That was a Gen Mint 9510 pop out. Today I sold 3 boxes, but they weren't opened here, so I'll have to follow up with what's the A's look like on that break. The biggest character that you'd be looking for is Robert Passan. His first Bowman Chrome is in the Bowman hobby. So an auto could be very lucrative. Obviously, 1 autograph card per box on the hobbies, but even some color, and with all the other possibilities that are out there on top of it. But he's the big one to go after. So Jets in football, okay. I will get you marked down for that. That is on a different screen. And I think we've given everybody a chance to get in here. Let me double check that I didn't miss anybody on the messages. All right. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Did I get right? I did. Yep, we got everybody. So it's going to be easier for me to see comments using the iPad. So let me grab that. That's over here in my bag. Oh, I didn't share this to the to my timeline. So if anybody has any requests for personals, I got no problem doing that after the break. And I can load it up in the drip shop and take care of it that way. And I'm in the store, so boxes galore. We got everything available for purchase right now. All right. So yeah, we're breaking it now. So we're light, but I got a 2-day trip coming up, and I wanted to be able to sort through it because it's a lot of cards and just take care of it. If I do tomorrow, I'm hoping that we get the football break to go tomorrow if we can get everybody paid on that. So it's just the way that I'm kind of lining out my weekend, and I'm just going to start from scratch. I have the paperwork in hand. There's some paperwork that I have to do in order to start getting Upper Deck. I actually have to do some like legit change of address stuff because Upper Deck will not deliver to a residence, even if you have a store. All right. And I'm waiting for 2 decals to show up for the windows on the side. Right now, the signs are up, but the actual what might be considered the frontage area actually has a different business name on it. You can't really see it because of what I did with the windows. I don't know if you saw online. We took the sleeves off of boxes of National Treasures and just blocked up the whole one window and like kind of bound everything together. And then the other window, we did immaculate sleeves, and we did the whole window and covered it out. And we alternated the colors and stuff. So you see all the stuff that they used to give me. Oh man, every time I look at it, and on the one hand I'm proud, and the other hand I feel like I'm slapped in the face. But hopefully Fanatics are much better business partners, right? So I don't get direct from Upper Deck, Topps, and Panini. I go through a distributor. I am planning on doing whatever I need to do in order to start getting direct if possible. So that way I can get my allocation numbers up a little. But I will still have, football I'm not getting much. Basketball, I'm getting nothing. Soccer, I'm getting next to nothing. But baseball, I had 5 cases of Top Series 1, and we're kind of dwindling down on that. I'm almost out of jumbos, and the hobbies are moving. I actually reloaded a few boxes of the hobbies. And then when I get my paperwork squared away, pre-books are usually out a few months also. So like the Marvel and the AEW stuff, I may have to do rebuys and like pretty much pay full retail price to bring it in just to have it in the store initially. But I already started doing pre-books of retail, so I couldn't get the hobby hockey for Series 1. But the retail got pushed back to the end of March, and I will have a probably more than adequate amount of that because unless it didn't say anything about allocations on that. So I should be able to get what I ordered and not get cut on that. So yeah, pop in. I won't be here Friday and Saturday. I'll be on a trip, but I will be here Sunday from 1 to 5, and tomorrow I'm going to be here till 3:30, 11 to 3:30. So pop in, and we'll be happy to meet you. So we've already had quite a bit of traffic just from getting the signs installed on Monday. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, cool! I had to miss that. The Tops thing. I'm actually the industry summit in October. They just started signups for. So once I'm clear with my bills for this week, I was actually going to register for that in Las Vegas, and I'm definitely going to want to be there. I just during the time period where they were running the registration for that Top Summit, there was a lot of concerns about, vaccine passports for airlines and stuff like that. And I have to get my license with the True ID. I don't think they're enforcing that yet, though. So there was some question marks about how I was going to be able to travel. But, I mean, shoot, Vegas, they're doing a show. So 2 days before the summit. So I might even okay, cool. And wrestling we're big on. So I don't know what's going to happen when it changes over to Panini. But we get cases of wrestling in. So I'm literally fully loaded on Fully Loaded. Heritage was the only thing they didn't give us a lot of, but I think I still have like 10 boxes left of that. So that wouldn't surprise me. Dude, they're doing a show in New Jersey. There's 2 shows in New Jersey now that are apparently pretty big. One is looking like they're doing it quarterly, and it's $500 for a table, and the freaking promoter couldn't even get back to answer a phone call from me because I had some questions because they made it sound like it was a space with one table. And in the past, in the Philly show, I just brought my own tables and kind of made like a horseshoe and adjusted it so that I could fit what I brought. And I was going to ask the guy if they could do the same thing because I Play America is not that far from me; it's less than an hour. And I called multiple times. The guy couldn't get back to me, so I'm like, whatever. And I heard it wasn't as. I heard there was money there, but I heard it wasn't very busy, very foot traffic because they overcharge for like everything. I think they charged like $200 for Hulk Hogan or something like that in the past, from what I've heard. So, and you can get him at the National cheaper than that. And then there's another one in there's a big not a big, but there's a decent sized exposition center in Edison. And they're doing a show there. A lot of autograph names. Huge graphing show. I just don't know what it's going to be like as far as foot traffic again because it's a newer show. I mean, I rolled the dice on Collectors Con and that worked out the first show. And the second show, I didn't. I made money, but it was for 9 days worth of work. It was pretty rough. So there you go. Yeah, everyone's welcome to come to the store and rip away as long as they've paid for what they got first. So. All right. So is anybody looking to jump in on the break right now that's watching on other platforms? Again, you need to go into the Drip shop. All right. Easiest way to do it is through the Drip app, or if you're watching like here on Facebook, you can in the title bar, there's a link. So if you're on a mobile device, you have to hit overview to access that, and then you can click on the link. But we're pretty much ready to get started here. So, hey, yo, what's going on? So let's do that. I got my iPad set up here so I can see a little bit bigger. I still hate that Facebook comments just like disappear. You can't really watch very well, at least from my point of view. But there we go. Yeah, I've stopped doing the 1 day stuff. It's just so much work because I just have too much selection, and my luck, I will bring all this stuff and like I'll get asked for 10 things that I have sitting at the store, and that always frustrates me, as silly as that sounds. From Maui. There we go. What can I say except welcome? So, yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know. A little too touchy-feely for me. Anyways, so we're going to start off with 2019 archives. Again, once we show the first hit, that is it. There are 2 on-card autographs in archives. And, of course, an extremely loaded rookie class in 2019, including Fernando Tatis. Padres are still available. Eloy Jimenez. White Sox are still available. Vlad Jr., Pete Alonso. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, here we go. So good luck, everyone. I was glitching on Facebook. Is anybody else having the problem of Facebook being glitchy? I have a huge problem with Facebook being glitchy. I just really think they have this like anti-Marc-Down filter on Facebook. I know I'm sounding paranoid, right? But the numbers show that. So how do you go from like 200 and change thousand views in a week in 2018, then it cuts in half from January to February or something like that, or February to March. It was like within a month. And over time, it's like I'm like struggling to reach. Some weeks I can't even reach 1,000 people from the page. It's garbage. So that's why we've done a lot of things to change. And I know change hurts sometimes. There's more change coming still, though. We're not done with the change yet. So just keep your eyes out for announcements. The best way to get the most up-to-date Marc-Down news is there's a group chat on Facebook. So if you don't get the notifications, yeah, no, I know. For a long time, it felt like it was just me, and now you can see it affecting not everybody on Facebook, but most on Facebook. Basically, I mean, We have almost 4,000 followers on my page. So it's not like we have a small page, but it seems like now you got to have like 25,000 followers in order to make a dent anymore. I don't know. Something's going to come along, and Facebook is going to be the next MySpace. So, and I won't shed a tear for that. Not at all. All right. Don't let those hits be misses if you're watching us on Drip. Drop into this break. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, the first autograph is for one of the teams that is still up for sale. And it would not be a bad start for this team at all. First autograph is in my hands. And yes, when you have this many teams left, it is a miss. So, first come, first serve in the Drip Shop. Again, good luck to everybody. All right, here we go. This is going to be the first half of the archives box. So we're going to start with Eddie Murray, Albert Pujols, Christian Yelich. Here come the judge. Ichiro is the subject of the special insert set. The career retrospective where they show like every Topps card that base Topps that they had issued in reprint form. Past subjects like Derek Jeter have also graced this set. And so this one's stuck together. Dizzy Dean, Eugenio Suarez, Max Muncy. I just found a ton of Max Muncy rookies earlier. There's Ichiro on a base card. Like that 94 Topps look on the Future Star card. I don't know. They put 2 years kind of close together. These are all 93 designed. So if you're one of those ones who's like, oh my gosh, they made so many Wander Francos. There's a million of them. Estimates are between 750 and 925,000, by the way. And I'm not sure if that includes factory sets. This was a year, the real ones, not these, but 93, man. I'm sure there's like 10 million of each card. All right. So Braves just sold. Was the Braves the team that the auto's going to come out for? Or is it one of the remaining ones still up on the board? Got Edwin Diaz, Hunter Renfroe, Eddie Rosario. Am I holding some $2 Chuck in my hand? Or am I holding a key rookie that everybody might be looking out for? Well, that's another debatable question, right? Pee Wee Reese, Jackie Robinson, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Arenado, Shohei Ohtani. So second year Ohtani there. How about Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? Well, those Blue Jays are already taken, and wisely so. And there's a Vlad Jr. for your trouble. So again, teams can be purchased until we show the first hit. If you look at the stack in my hand, all right, almost towards the end is where that autograph is. J.D. Martinez, Willie McCovey, Yusei Kikuchi, Walker Buehler. We got Chris Bryant on the highlights card. Don Mattingly, Bryce Wilson, and Freddie Freeman. The floodgates will open when the lockout ends. There are some big free agents that have not gotten paid yet, and I'm sure there are some owners who want to put that money in their hands. When they decide they want to play. I don't know. Joey Ricard, Shane Green, Javier Baez. What do you got here? All about that base. Still looking for big rookies. Well, there's Juan Soto. It's a second-year insert right there. Topps Magazine insert. Read all about it, but not now. That would take too long. Juan Marichal. Again, teams can be purchased in the drip shop. Cole Tucker, Luis Severino, Willie Stargell, Pedro. So Expos divert over to the Nationals. Miguel Andujar, Paul DeYoung, Nicholas Castellanos. There's a lot of guys that have been affected the last couple of years by the inconsistency. I keep saying baseball players are creatures of habit. And if they're not doing their normal regimen, it throws them off track, and it can throw them off track for a month. I think it's thrown Christian Yelich off track for 2 years now. Keston Hiura. I don't know what they're doing in Milwaukee. I think they're throwing back too many with Buddy Brewer or something like that. But that sounds like fun, so I guess I can't blame them either. They need to get it back to normal. Ichiro. And that is a blue foil, 118 out of 150. So I'm going to go over this list of teams one more time. It's got to be purchased through the drip shop. All right. Diamondbacks, 95. Red Sox, 220. White Sox, 195. Reds, 95. Royals, 250. Padres, 195. Angels, 125. A's, 160. Pirates, 275. So, no, I have not touched the balls yet. The balls have not been touched. We will touch the balls soon. So, Mike Piazza, Kyle Tucker, and that's a rookie card, so let's give that a little 1 cent love. We're going to have some Braves balls coming soon from TriStar. So they're doing the World Series baseballs again. So you'll see a lot of, you'll see plain balls, and then you'll see World Series balls. And it's just going to be anybody who's ever played in an Atlanta Braves uniform with a lot of focus on this year's World Series team and legends of the past. So Johnny Mize, D. Gordon, Keston Hiura, rookie in this one. I still got hope for him. I don't think he's a 220 hitter. I think he'll shape up all right, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe Milwaukee needs a new hitting coach. You could say it's Keston Hira, but then it's also Christian Yelich. And there's actually been quite a few people who have kind of suffered batting-wise in Milwaukee over the last few years. So I'm beginning to get disturbed by the trend there, you know? Sandy Koufax, Carter Kieboom. Wonder that's another one. Longer he's stuck in the minors. I know he's not a big fielding guy, and that's the problem with him. And Kieboom is numbered 61 out of 175. But now, I mean, if they're going to force this DH thing down our throats, you know, me being a National League guy, it's upsetting, but it's going to create opportunities for somebody like that to be able to come up and not suck at fielding. So, and if they do end up banning the shift, which I think, honestly, I think it's silly to ban the shift. How about we make the players hit the ball? And I know he's like, well, I'd like to see how you do against a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Look, all right. They used to be able to hit. They don't want to hit. They want to hit home runs. Small ball has a place. Pitchers hitting has a place. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know this, all right? The shift is not a new thing. The shift was done in the 1940s. Maybe even earlier than that, who knows? But you know who they put the shift on? Is Ted Williams. And guess what? I don't know whether it was a couple weeks or a couple months where he slumped a little bit. But when that time was done, guess what he did? He hit the ball where they ain't. All right? That's what you got to do. Hit the ball where they ain't. I mean, we saw it a couple times. We saw glimpses of it. Power hitters in situations where you needed a base runner dropping down a bunt and nobody was there to get it. And that's a free. That's as good as better than a walk. That doesn't just make your on base go up. That makes your batting average go up. All right. That'd get rid of the shift. But it's like the guy who sticks his hand up the vending machine. All right. And he grabs the candy bar. And he thinks he's so smart, and then he can't get his hand out of the machine. Let go of the candy bar. All right? The candy bar, its name is home run. Let go of the candy bar. Hit one the opposite. Hit it where they ain't. Get a double. If you hit it where they ain't the right way, your fat ass might be able to get a triple out of it. And if you're not a fat ass, you might be able to get it inside the Parker. Why? Because you need to outsmart the shift. All right? Not hard. Cedric Mullins, All-Star last year. Don't hit it where they are. I don't know. That's why, you know what? I'm glad minor league baseball is going to benefit from this. What I would really like to see is professionals women's softball really benefit from this. And as announced at the Top Summit, these notes I did see, they're going to do Athletes Unlimited boxes. So it won't be strictly softball. It's going to be all of the sports, which includes basketball and lacrosse, and I want to say volleyball is the other one. But personally, I think the softball cards are going to be the most desirable All right, we're going to show that first hit. And it was one of the big players in this set. Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. Don't let those hits be misses. So we're going to take the White Sox off of there. I'll tell you what. Let's see. I just got to delete these real quick. Obviously, the Bowman's the heavy hitting stuff. All right. Does anybody want any of the other teams before I delete them right now? Literally last chance. I'm going to organize this stack of cards. All right. I just pulled Eloy out of the lowest priced box. Not counting the baseballs, of course. Do I have hot hands tonight? Are you going prospecting? This is the last hurrah here. All right. Let's see what the second hit is. We'll find it eventually. Was that high school softball? That is generally a sign. All right, the next one is not a miss. The next auto is not a miss, but I'll tell you what, it's a cool one. I like it. It's the type of archives auto that I definitely dig. In baseball, see, in softball, that's usually a sign that you're playing a team whose defense looks suspect, and you have a pitcher who gets rattled easily. I don't know what the heck in baseball that means. I mean, baseball and softball are two different sports, even though, a lot of the rules are similar. It's a different pace of the game. I don't know why in a baseball game you would have them scoring around every batter and not doing it. That's just kind of weird. So again, do we have bigger pulls to show off? We're not doing too bad of a start with this archives box here, and there's more coming. What do I got to do? Show a Tatis so somebody buys the Padres? Is that it? We'll see. I'm giving a second chance here. Again, I don't mind having new stuff to display out in the shop here. But really the purpose of breaking is to get the cards out to all of you. So, second chance here. But it's got to be done through the drip shop. Well, here's what I found. My oldest was on the middle school last team, and the coaches, no offense, were kind of rough. I can't believe, my daughter's first and hopefully not her only home run ever, but I think she's done with the sport. My oldest, I think, just had enough of being an overlooked player. She hits a home run. She's like rounding second, and the coach has his hands in his pockets, not giving any kind of a signal whatsoever. And she literally walked all the way from second base to home with a confused look on her face, like, what the heck is going on? And they were playing on a field with no fence. And I mean, she cranked it like legit. And it just kept going and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And, she literally walked from second to home, and the ball wasn't even out of the outfield by the time she got home. And so, you don't know. Not every high school or middle school coach. I actually saw the entire division. So smaller schools, the entire division, there was definitely a lack of coaching. I mean, there was one school that I felt bad. I know that they have budgetary issues. I actually tried to donate some equipment, and like they didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, let the girls try these couple bats out, because they had aluminum bats. I mean, you would think playing a school team, everybody would have their own bats, but they were literally doing like back in the 80s where the coach had a bag of bats and they had aluminum bats from like Walmart. And I was like, and half the girls couldn't swing them. They were like just not the right sizes for them. So I had 3 bats in different sizes, and I was like, let me see what I got here. So I was like, these two look like they would benefit them. And they used them a couple times. A couple hitters used them during the game, and then they just kind of, most of the players didn't even pick them up. So I was like, okay. And then the coach brought the bats back. I'm like, all right, I was trying to help. So you never know what the situation is with some teams. Pitcher kept throwing strikes too. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, when they're really little and you don't know if they're going to stick with it. There's an Eloy rookie too. And you don't know, like, it's like your first kid. Like, I mean, there's a couple aluminum bats in my house. One is a heavy duty like aluminum bat, like super light. Oh, there's a Tatis. Those Padres still available, but I'm going to pull everything once we show this last autograph. It's kind of why I'm slow playing this. I do want some more action in here. All right. That's not bad centering. That might be a good one for submission. But yeah, I mean, I was always kind of like a hitting coach. Like, I didn't want the job of scheduling things and stuff like that. But, anybody who wanted to learn would learn. And, both my kids, excellent butters. All right. Even my one daughter who didn't play very long. There's Acuna. I had several coaches was like, why doesn't she want to play anymore? Like, because she's a dancer and dance is what she loves. And it's like, she has such a good swing. I was like, thank you. And obviously Lexi is playing on a high-level team and is very ambitious about that. And I think her goal, she's 10 years old and her goal is D1 school. And then the littlest one wants to play rec. So I coached every single one of my kids, except for her in softball, because, she's the youngest. She plays soccer. She's very good at soccer. She plays basketball. She's an excellent defender in basketball, but she wants dad to coach her. So I guess I have to sign up the registration fee and figure out how I'm going to work that into the schedule. But it's definitely a great experience. Ichiro. And with the shop here, once I get settled in, I want to try to do some things that can help out local youth sports teams. Little Bryce baby there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., future star. I think we can drop the future part right now. He is a star. So, there's just different levels of play, and coaching can be very rewarding, but for the kids' benefit, you kind of got to know what you're getting yourself into as well. And that can be that's where a lot of the drama in softball happens. But I mean, yeah, Reese Hoskins here. We're about to hit that last one. It will be, Jeremy. It will be. I coached Ellie for about 5 years. And it was hard to let that go. And, it created some mixed results. She had such a great season last year. She's on like an A-level team. And this was the kid that locally was always the discarded one. And she's batting cleanup at U-Trip Nationals, That was like the happy ending to that story. And then in the fall, everything, they moved up an age group, different coaches, and everything just kind of fell apart from there. And like the team gets thrown a one-hitter against them because they're in a tournament that they really had no business being in, playing in a 16U level, showcase level, from teams like literally like all across the country. Like California was there, Canada was there, teams from the Midwest. I think there was a very good travel team from Ohio there. And guess who got the one hit? And it's not a bragging point. It's more of a point to what happened the next day, where she was literally not allowed to bat one time the following day. She's the only one hitting the pitchers that are the hard pitching, and then everybody gets their at bats except for her. Everybody on the team, and that was just like I think that had a lot to do with siring her on the game, and I kind of don't blame her. So it's very important. I never, as a parent, kind of stepped in and talked to a coach about how my kid was being played, because I don't feel like that's the parent's place. But as a coach, I knew that she should have been batting in the heart of the order, and there was no reason to sit her. So, and she knew that too. And I think so now she's enjoying playing piano and guitar, and she did, she's doing some like theater performing stuff, and she's loving that. So, now I got my 10U kid who says she wants to go to UCLA because our package has the Pac-12, so she don't get to see Oklahoma, but she get to see UCLA. Marquise Grissom, 50 years of Expos in autograph here. Interesting signing spot, but he really didn't have a good spot to sign with a blue pen. I think that's as good a spot as you can get there with the blue uniform. So I like that. Marquise Grissom, name from the past. So that's going to be it for teams. Now it's going to be all watching if you're watching right now. We're going to go a lot faster too because I was really holding out for some teams being sold. But I guess now I'm hoping that we get a bunch of big pulls, and some are yours and some are mine. Like all of them to be yours. So yeah, they put those on these. So they do 50th anniversary of Expos. They do, usually like a special set in archives every year. And so that was the special set. They had the regular inserts, and then they had the autographs. All right, so not a bad start from 2019 archives. And now we're going to open up a baseball as soon as I delete these products out. Now we'll put some stuff back in there as well to be able to be broken. So bear with me 1 second, and then we're going to open up a baseball. What baseball do you want to see open up first? We got the Hidden Treasure, the Diamond Stars, the Platinum, and the Icons. So that's the Hidden Treasures, the Diamond Stars, the Platinum, and the Icons. I'll give it 30 seconds for a vote here. Larry Walker in his induction year and the year following has a high hit count. So again, that I believe that would be between the Nationals and the Expos if that hit out. So any baseballs that we have come out, if it's a current player, obviously goes current team, or if they're a free agent, last signed team. But as far as retired players, what we do is we take any team that they played for any part of 3 years or more, and we randomize it, which everybody who was in this break is in the Facebook group, so that's how we'll do it the normal way. All right, so I'm going to upload a couple products here for fun. All these products are available in the shop right now. All right, so let's update the stream here. There we go. So we got some things up, and there's more, but so I got 2 Platinum, a Hidden Treasure. I guess Larry Walker would have the best odds in the Diamond Stars. Right, he was 2020 Hall of Fame. I can't remember. Lose track of everything so easily. So I got 2 votes for Platinum. Going once. Going twice. All right, it's going to be Platinum, Series 2 from 2019. heck did they do with this one? There's 2 seals on it. They double sealed it. There we go. Usually you can pop the one sticker, but... All right, let's see what we got here. Well, this one's a no-brainer. He did spend a cup of coffee with a team that he's not as known for. And in a horrible trade, he ended up going to another team where he would establish himself as a Hall of Famer. This ball is numbered 35 out of 36, and it has a 2005 Hall of Fame inscription, 10-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glover, 7-time Silver Slugger. Ryne Sandberg, Cubs. Nice one for the Cubs there. Ryne Sandberg, Hall of Fame inscription ball. Muy bueno. All right, I'm pulling good stuff. We haven't even touched Bowman yet, but we're about to. $20 Bowman Hobby, 1 auto per box. Hopefully we get a nice, good color auto of a solid player. All right, we're just getting warmed up here. We still got these 2 jumbo Bowman draft boxes and 3 more baseballs. Can't wait to see what comes out of Icons. We'll save that for later in the break, just to keep things interesting. All right, got a little color there. I won't be getting any color this weekend because I'll be at an indoor softball tournament. So bad tans are still a ways off, I guess, until the weather improves. Oh, there's a nice atomic refractor there. So what's everybody's feeling on the lockout? I kind of delved into how I was feeling about it. What do you think? Do you think we play ball soon? Who's the bigger ego in this case? I mean, honestly, I kind of blame fault almost equally. I know it's not the popular thing to say, but I'm kind of leaning it towards being slightly more the player's fault at this point. Just looking at the last 9 days of negotiation and what led up to it, I think MLB side gave up on some things that, you know, if they weren't serious, they wouldn't have given up on. But really, I mean, at this point, when you're taking games away and you're taking pay away, they kind of do have the upper hand at this point in time. Once you get to like Memorial Day, I think the power shifts a little bit. You know what I mean? But I think right now it's a little bit in the time period where it favors the owners. That one didn't want to go. Oh, there we go. Let's try the other side. Much better. Still don't see that auto. All right, what do we got here? 2. Let's see what we have in our hands for status. Acuna Matata, Aristides Aquino, Heliot Ramos. Again, these are the guys we're going to be watching, a lot of them. I mean, some of these guys are already in the majors, like your Alec Bohms and your Sixto Sanchez's. But your Riley Greens are definitely going to be paid attention to at this point of the game here. Bowman does have major league guys. So no Bryce Baby. Taylor Trammell already up to the show. Jared Kelnick as well. We're doing good graduating these guys from 2020 over into the majors, huh? It's almost like Topps kind of knows what they're doing with these checklists. A little Lou Bob to add to my pile. Luis Robert rookie. These are underrated in my opinion. Buy them in bulk if you can. If you can find them in bulk. First Bowman Chrome, Ruben Cardenas. There's Kelnick on the 90 Bowman design. And I like the way that shines on the chrome stock. Hunter Green. And there's some guys who are going to benefit from this. A guy like Hunter Green, who's, coming off Tommy John the other year and is still, getting back to 100%. If you ever do get back to 100% from Tommy John, I wouldn't know. Wander Franco. Kind of the guy still sparking it. You know what? If his rookie cards were not included in 2022, I think this would affect the hobby. But when you have a guy here who's looking like he's going to be one of the guys as far as superstars for the next 10 years, 15 years, that helps. That helps. So I think the hobby is going to be just fine. I think single prices are going to remain at off-season levels, and so is the demand for things, But prospects are going to go through the roof because the hobby's just too hot right now. This little bump in the road is still not enough to slow everything down. No. Jeremy Pena. Tristan Casas, Evan White, Andrew Vaughn, and Davy Garcia for the Yankees, Atomic Refractor. I'm not going to say he's weak. I dislike the commissioner, but nowhere near as much as I dislike the commissioner of football. So maybe that's why I'm so easy on him. I don't know. But I mean, I listened to the press conference earlier today, and I was like, you know what? Well played. I thought he came off better than the player side. I don't know. Jordan Alvarez. Jesus Sanchez. And Bryson Stott for the Phillies, numbered 76 out of 250. Cody Oesi. Gavin Lux, who I thought was going to have a comeback year. Jordan Yamamoto, who's now in the Mets. Hey, a paper Jason. All right, not quite what they were going for 2 years ago, but still something strong to have there. We're going to top load that for sure. Hunter Green, numbered 9 out of 250. All right. Next stack of packs. Still looking for that auto. Is it going to be a big one? I'm feeling in a big hit mood today. And hopefully if I can deliver those big hits, we'll keep going further into the night and we'll do some personals. Ooh, that's a nice card. We have 300 different SKUs available. So don't be shy. Feel free to ask if we have. All right, especially baseball. We're very much in stock on baseball. Wrestling, we're very much in stock on. Leaf products, we're very much in stock on. Onyx products, we're very much in stock on. All right, still looking for that auto. So what else tonight? Talked a little bit about softball. C.J. Abrams. You got Rowdy Tellez. Hidden Finds. Warner's a rookie. And Trevor Larnach. And that is gold. 17 out of 50 for the Twins. So Trevor Larnach numbered to 50. Nice one there. Got that. 50 point for that. Nate Pearson, who came in at number 10 on that list, struggled a lot last year. There's a Bobby Witt paper, which my feeling is he's close. He's probably big league ready. I think they just did, one of the things that's is lockouts about. I just think they didn't want to start his service time until the surrounding pieces were a little stronger too. So I think we'll see him this year make his debut. Sherton Apostle. Antonio Cabello, who hasn't panned out too well. I think he got traded to the Rangers. And last year was not a good year for the Ranger system. Just a lot of underperformers last year. Sam Huff snapped out of it. A couple guys snapped out of it, but I think a majority of, they didn't really have any like big sexy A-list name guys, but they had a lot of solid like above average like B guys, B minus with some upside that I think they had expectations for, and they didn't meet them. Bo Bichette, rookie. And we're talking about undervalued players earlier. I think that's another one of them. So, yeah, the Bobby Witt. Yeah, it's going to go with the other stack of them. Joe Adell with the 90 Bowman. Bayron Laura. Another one who I think there were some higher expectations of. Christian Robinson. Hans Kraus, who got traded. Where did he end up? I think he got traded to a local team to me. I want to say the Phillies. Kyle Lewis. Dustin May. Trent Grisham. A lot of undervalued rookies there. Vaughn Robert. And Mick Rodolfo. Not a bad list, too. So, yeah, it was the Phillies. Okay. Yeah, because I remember writing a tag for him. So, one of the things that's just going to take forever. Ooh, Volpe Chrome. One of the things that's going to take me a while is just looking through. I stopped looking through new boxes. Remember, I was pulling out all those gems earlier. That'll start up again. I'm just the boxes I'm looking for right now are ones that require a lot of care and are going to fill up a lot of slots that are empty right now in my main display. And then I'm gonna go diving again and trying to find some stuff that hasn't been unearthed in a number of years, and we'll probably broadcast some of that because I guess that'd be fun, right? There's second year Tatis. Yes, it was. It was a Spencer Howard deal, which that didn't turn out very good. Well, short term, of course, but I think he had an ERA of like 6 or 7 for the Rangers last year. So I don't know. Hopefully they can fix what's wrong there. Joe Adell. And all bets are off. All right, one more stack of Bowman 2020 in front of me. So we're going to see that autograph come out. Will it be a big one? got to be in here. Can I have a bone hobby box and I have a Rona? I guess it. Unless it's a redemption. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. It was backwards. All right. Jason Dominguez, Chrome. This is a good way where if you're not actually racking up hits, getting Chrome Dominguez and Volpe in a hobby box is not a bad consolation. Still have not yet seen the autograph, but and we're only getting started here. We got more stuff to open up, obviously. Jack Flaherty, rookie. Lazovic, first Chrome. Lubob, spanning the globe. Luis Robert. Probably one of the more undervalued rookies in the hobby right now. Rookie cards, I should say. Obviously, he's not a rookie. Bad news on this guy. He tore it up in the minors last year. So he loses his 2020 minor league season to COVID. Then he wreaks havoc after coming back from, I want to say, a broken finger. And now I want to say it was like an ACL or something. I don't know. He's pretty much done for the year, I think, or for most of the season, like 6 months. So I think he could come back in September. Labrum, that was it. Yeah, it was a bad injury. Torn labrum. So not same area of the body, but a long time to recover. So, and he's a guy, he's just going to get older in the hobby's eyes, which is a shame because he's probably still going to develop to be a good ball player if he can come back healthy. It's just the way these guys get looked at. Casey Mize. Sean Murphy. Wander Franco. Yeah, we're going to give a little 1 cent love even to a paper base that has no first Bowman or anything like that on it because it's Wander Franco and he owns it. Tony Gonsolin. Mad Max. Tavares, Garcia. Vlad Jr. And the next hit is going to go to the Red Sox. Now for sale, Brandon Howlett. So Brandon Howlett. Oh, Howlett the Moon, right? No. Spark at the Moon, right? Volpe on paper to close out the box. Good way to close it. All right, baseball time. So I'm going to go with the hidden treasures. Again, the hidden treasures and the diamond stars, a little more on the lower end side of the baseball product, as opposed to platinum, which platinum delivered. That was for sure. That was a nice ball. Hall of Fame inscribed Ryan Sandberg there. And definitely excited to see what's going to come out of the Icons box. Again, a lot of times it's like your Bruce Sutters, your Rich Gossages, but you also have like those Hank Aaron's and Mickey Mantle that make their way into the product too. All right. How many teams did this guy play for? I don't think he played for many. Yep, just at the end of the career, would play a year or so with a few other teams, but none of those teams qualify. So he played for the Orioles in 1998. The Braves, he was traded to that year and played in 1999. And the Devil Rays, he played in 2000. So none of those teams qualify. The one team that does, he played the majority of his career. He was a 3-time All-Star and a Gold Glove Award winner. And he was the 1985 AL Rookie of the Year. So we got Ozzie Guillen. Or as some of these new breakers might pronounce, Ozzie Guillen. We got us an Ozzie Guillen baseball. Look at that. I've been collecting for 2 months and tore up the shelves at Target, and I got a new job. No, Ozzie Guillen. Now for sale. Yeah, it's going to go right in the display case. And I'll tell you what, and I said this before the break several times. I think I said this during break updates. All right, the baseball display case that I have out there. Probably the number one team that I get stuck with that hits baseballs is what team? White Sox. It's just the way that they come out. But anyways. So Ozzie Guillen with a Rookie of the Year inscription on it. I got, who the heck do I have out there? I got Eloy. I got Abreu. You know what the number 2 team probably is? The Reds. I got 2 Barry Larkins out there. 1 regular and 1 inscribed. Some fun with that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to sandwich them. Whoever that is. The real LT. Love LaDainian Tomlinson. Don't get me wrong. Great player, but he's the other LT. Lawrence Taylor actually did a signing around here not too long ago. Ooh, National League ball. That's usually a sign that it's somebody old. All right. It is. And this is a guy. Well, for starters, you can't get his autograph anymore, sadly. Passed away in 2020. Day after Christmas. And this individual played for a ton of teams. So we'll see how many qualify for the random. I don't know. I'm not holding this ball right though. I feel like I should be holding it like this, right? I don't really want like this, but I don't want to damage the ball either. You knew I gave it away. Dang it. So Hall of Fame 97 inscription. It's a little toned, but Phil Niekro, 5-time All-Star. Hall of Fame 1997. 3-time 20 game winner, 300 game winner, 300K club. And so he played the biggest chunk of his career. He played for the Braves. He was actually in Milwaukee at the very end of that time period when they moved over to Atlanta from 64 to 83. So he played 2 years for the Yankees, 84 and 85. He played for the Indians in 86 and part of 87. And then he went to the Blue Jays and to the Braves, probably on a one-day, I'm guessing. So the Braves are the only team that meets the qualification, and therefore, good last-minute grab. So see that happens. Get the teams. Just get them. Fill up the breaks. I want to see big hits. So Hall of Fame inscribed Phil Niekro baseball. This is Phil Niekro. Phil Niekro. Yeah, that's it. No, Phil Niekro. And that's going to go to the Bravos. Not quite as traveled as his brother. Trying to think here. Joe played for, he played for a much longer list of teams. Very traveled. But still 221 wins. And actually, both of their fathers, a major leaguer, Lance Niekro. All right, let's get back to Bowman. It's been awfully quiet on Facebook. Awfully quiet. Is Facebook glitchy still? I know John said he was having some problems. Are we having any problems on Facebook? Or is it just really quiet? If we want people to see the video, we gotta make some noise, so to speak. I mean, actually making noise won't do anything, but you gotta type some stuff in there. All good on your end? Okay. So here we go. 2020 Bowman draft. Superfractors. We want to see superfractors. We're due for one, right? Did we hit a superfractor in 2021? Trying to remember. We did in 2019. We did in 2020. That was 2020 Bowman that we hit a superfractor. We had what's the kid for the Brewers? Andy Ashby. Andy Ashby was a superfractor. Playing video games? What you playing? WWE one? So we are Bowman Draft 2020 here. Fortnite, all right. I played that twice. Friends of ours were getting married. We're in the hotel. He brought his PlayStation. Not PlayStation, Xbox. And first it was like they were playing Friday the 13th. One of those like Jason games or whatever. And then they put this Fortnite thing on. This was a few years back. And I knew that was like the big game. I had the Fortnite cards that had come in, and at that time Series 1 was like, $60 a box. I think I sold those for like $500 over the summer a piece. And the first game, I got killed in like 2 seconds. Out of 100, I was like 99th. So I really didn't have much of a warm-up. And in the second game, I don't know how, but I ended up finishing in second place. Actually, the other person never killed me. I got swallowed up in the board disappearing. So I just couldn't make it to the middle in time. But I don't know. I almost won one. I was like, yep, never going to get any better than that. That's the last time I ever played. I managed to knock a few people out. I think I had 3 kills. I don't know if that's good or not, but 471 out of 499. So there's Aaron Ashby. Is that like not? Oh yeah. See, there's always problems with the paper. I feel like this is totally off. Whatever. This is a nice one here. Got a refractor, first Bowman Chrome Garrett Mitchell. My supplies are all stuck together. All the Ultra Pro stuff is really stuck together lately. J.J. Goss, that's also a refractor. Oh, I know who you're talking about. The Adam Cole. Yes, we did hit a superfractor last year. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of towards the end of the year, but we did hit a superfractor. So yeah, so now it's March. All right, let's get that superfractor out of the way early. Austin Wells. Blake Rutherford, who I actually caught a game that he was playing in. And there's another Austin Wells. 2 chromes in the same pile. That's real weird. That's the same pack. All right, whatever. Real bad collation this time around here. But as long as you keep repeating the good ones, I don't mind. All right, so Yankees loading up on Bowman Chromes today. And there's Spencer Torkelson. First Bowman paper. I think we'll give that a top load. You're number one, right? Cade Cavalli. So we got Kyle Nicholas. And Jared Jones. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta see how I'm gonna squeeze in some minor league baseball into my life. Tyler Soderstrom. Very solid prospect. Kind of reminds me of when Josh Donaldson was coming up. Donaldson did not stay a catcher. And Ian Bedell with a regular chrome and one looking bedazzled following it immediately. Okay. There's Dominguez. DL Hall. Jaron Duran. Not to be overlooked in this year's Series 1. There's more than just Wander in it. I think some people might be overlooking guys again. Stuff to say because they're not playing, but there we go. That's a nice color. 24 out of 25. Hey, weren't the Astros one of the last teams purchased as well? They were a last-minute grab, too. Corey Lee, number 24 out of 25. So a little orange for the compensatory pick for the Astros. Yeah, let's face it, it's off-center, but what wasn't in 2020 and 2021 and 2022? And then numbered 16 out of 150. So we talked about accumulating all these chromes. And, hey, if you don't hit anything, then you're still building up pretty good. But, the Yankees did hit something. 16 out of 150. Trevor Hauver. So third rounder in 2020. And that is numbered 16 out of 150. So Yankees racking up some cards of merit there. All about that base. Adley Rutschman. And that stack is done and over with. Next, yeah, no, I don't think he's going to be an A-ball. I wouldn't hold your breath for that. He did very good last year in the minors. So, didn't he get promoted to Double-A last year? He's going to be in Double or Triple-A. And he's probably on the road. Ooh, this is a nice parallel. All right. Yeah, he might. You know, collegiate guys, they like to see like a 2-year build. And then the high school guys, 3 to 5 years. But like the collegiate guys are the ones they want to get out there right away because they ain't getting any younger. They're coming at 23 years old sometimes, 24 even, out of the draft. Hassan did not show up in the hobby box. Oh, well. But there is... Yeah, Jackson Jobe is straight from high school. So he's on the 3 to 5 year plan. So, he might even go extended spring training a little bit. I don't know. Depends on how he looks. So we got Garrett Mitchell. Remember, the minor league season was delayed a little bit last year, but, Dominguez didn't show up in a game for a few months, if I remember right. I think he was in extended camp for a while. Garrett Mitchell, first Bowman Chrome refractor. Case Williams. And we got a Chrome of Cade Cavalli. Yeah, no, I was talking about Torkelson being, of the age of where they might want to move him along a little quicker because he's lighting up. He's on the same track as Bobby Witt Jr. was just a year later. Torkelson was on the USA Baseball Collegiate National Team. So he was probably early 20s. And they want to keep him moving. Again, as soon as there's a season, I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Witt Jr. gets almost an immediate call-up, depending on how, obviously we don't know how long the delay is going to be bringing up Major League Baseball. But, I mean, unless there's something glaring in the start of minor league season, I don't see any reason why Bobby Witt isn't close to an immediate call up there. You know what I'm saying? So you got Ian Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Burl Caraway. And more Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. So we have an Aqua Parallel. They're not numbered, but tougher pull than the regular refractors. So Garrett Mitchell doing well for Milwaukee. There's Max Meyer and Dax Fulton. Do we think baseball will be fine after this fiasco? I think it's going to be different perspectives between baseball fans and baseball hobbyists. Oh, look at that. Robert Hassel. First Bowman Chrome refractor. That's a nice one there for the Padres to go along with that Fernando Tatis. That will also now be for sale. I think there's going to be a lot of fans that are going to be pissed off about this, to be honest. Gage Workman. But here's the thing. I mean, I see so many posts kind of siding with the players a lot. And they're taking the minimum wage for players and bumping it to $700,000 from, I forget whether it was $525 or $585. I mean, basically, minor leaguers are the ones that are really the ones that are suffering with poor conditions. They don't even make legal minimum wage if you think about it. Zach Veen with a first Bowman Chrome. That's good. That's good right there. So, basically, I mean, what do you want? Do you want everybody to be making at least $1 million a year? And then, do you think that's going to improve conditions for the minor leaguers? No. All right. I don't know. I think there's definitely some things that I think people overlook on the players' side. And I don't know whether that's just politics and the way the country's going and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm not saying I'm backing what the owners are saying, but I'm saying if I had to assign blame, it's very close to even, 55-45. Maybe we can get away with 60-40, kind of like a PSA 10, right? Logan Hoffman. Yeah, and that's the thing. In the long run, it doesn't matter whose pocket it goes to, whether it goes in the owner's pocket or the player's pocket. It's coming out of ours. I'm looking forward to some Blue Claws games too. Definitely looking forward to some Blue Claws games. Max Beyer. You go on Thirsty Thursdays and you can actually afford to enjoy the game and have a beer. All right, maybe 2. You can have 2 beers. All right, so that stack of packs did not have an auto, so the next 2 should. Next. So hopefully we can get football to the point where we can roll it out tomorrow night. Just logistically for me, with the way my weekend's going, that would be wonderful. If not, then maybe we can aim for Sunday. Ooh, I don't think they do that at our stadium. All right. So we started off with color, and now we got a refractor auto. So there will be some numeros on that autograph as well. So I guess the third one will be a base. Jay Groom, who's actually from the town I live in, Barnegat, New Jersey. So he's one that also might benefit from the lockout situation. It'll put some more eyes on him as he had some 2 major injuries. So we'll see what happens. I think this year might be, kind of that last opportunity to make good as a first round pick from a few years back. Logan Hoffman and Tyler Soderstrom. So somebody who I have some real fun perfect game autographs of. So I've kind of been following him since high school because I had those really nice hits of him. That's what I love about prospecting. You can have so much fun with that, you know. Especially if you like to read about prospects and players. I definitely like to get my fill on that. Spencer Torkelson. Max Meyer. Is Canario the number one prospect for the Giants now? Did he jump over Luciano? I'm not sure. I mean, even in 2019, the guy had an OPS of 1, so he was already starting to get that attention. But I don't know, Mike, if you know. Heston Scherstad. Epic. Wasn't that Faith No More? 73 out of 99. Zach Daniels on paper. Not to be confused with Jack Daniels for the Astros there. Slade Ciccone. And Heliot Ramos. Who also should be high up on that Giants prospect list, right? There's Hassel and Lang. Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, that's just one that was flipped upside down. Got a few names here that are close to the majors. And Reed Detmers, first Bowman Chrome refractor. And his rookie cards are in 2022 Series 1. So this is a perfect example. First rounder, 10th overall in 2020. Went 20-6 for the University of Louisville. Right? College pitcher. 2-year plan. 2020, and they bring him up in 2021. You know? A year and 3 quarters, right? Something like that. But they want those college kids up quick. Logan Hoffman in 2020, no minor league season, messed up a lot of developments and other developments that, it gave them, you look at a guy like a Jonathan India, Alec Boehm. There's just guys who, because of missing 2020, might have gotten that call up a little bit earlier. Oh, Canario was part of the Bryant trade. Yeah, I might be going on old information. But I do think that at the usually the prospect list, they release 3 a year. 1 before the season, 1 in the middle of the season during like the futures game, and then 1 at the end of the year. Sometimes they'll update it after Arizona League. Canario. Yeah, he was part of the Chris Bryant trade. I forgot about that. What did he do last year? Actually, not as strong of a season as 2019. So maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong name. I'd have to dig up the Giants prospect list. But he had 18 home runs, 20 doubles. His walks increased quite a bit, but his strikeout total did too. He stole 21 bases. Very well-rounded prospect. The batting average in 2019, though, was 318, and in 2021 it was 230. So the OPS dropped from a 1 to a 731. But he also moved up to A+, high A ball. And he only played short season in 2019. But 21 steals, he's got some wheels, that's for sure. All right, moving right along. Max Meyer Chrome. And a fifth rounder in 2020 for Milwaukee, 480 out of 499, Hayden Cantrell. So Hayden Cantrell, numbered to 499, is going to be the second autograph for the box. And Mark Vientos, one of the Mets' top prospects. He's on the list, top 10 guy. Second rounder a few years back. One of the things I find interesting on him is I actually have a card of his out of Stars and Stripes that shows him on the 15U national team. So I always like cards like that where you got these guys. Nowadays they're showing them in high school, and you can follow these guys. Yeah, they did a crap job cutting the paper color. That was a going thing. A lot of them in previous years had dinged corners. They just can't get the color paper right. Oh, Matos. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Oh, no. Yeah, 313 average. So he had the same amount of. He really had very similar statistics, but the OPS was higher because he batted 313, 15 home runs, 21 steals, OPS of 852. He's one at A ball. He raked in 2019. Playing rookie ball, but I mean, you got to start somewhere, and he's 20 years old, so he's another outfield prospect that has potential. But maybe that's who I was thinking of. Joey Bart, going to be the name to pay attention to once the lockout's over, with Buster Posey retiring. There's Brett Beatty, Alec Thomas, Robert Passan. There, Bailey Horn. And Keone Cavaco with the refractors. More first Bowmans. They'll get some one set love later. Nick York. Balazovic. Jordan Balazovic with a Gems. Applied pressure is what they call the insert set. That's how you make diamonds. Oh, we're going to show this guy because he's not cut right. 98 out of 499. You can tell, like, the borders are just real tight. So, Marco Luciano. Yeah, they're starting to come up, though. I think Luciano comes out this year. So, full pay. Robert Hassel. Burl Caraway and Trevor Larnack will be the two refractors there. Reed Detmers. Let's see here. .3,000 slugging percentage. That's not even possible. That's impossible. You'd have to one at bat for a triple. Okay. That's crazy. And you don't get another at bat. I feel like that's very Tim Tebow-ish. Guy gets 8 wins and then never gets another shot. I mean, it didn't look great, but he still won games. Michael Bush. And we had to put up with him in the Mets farm system for like 4 years. Bailey Horn. Oh, the Tebow was trending the other day. The Jaguars signed like an offensive lineman that looked like fat Tim Tebow. Got people liking the signpost. Takes so long for my posts, I feel like, to get traction anymore. Didn't he see, I thought he saw snaps in preseason. And it just wasn't enough. Indians wrap up the 2020 Bowman draft. Petey Halpin. Well, we were going to get at least one base, so. Well, I think when you're like, getting another shot at like, what was he like? What's he like, 32 years old at this point? Right? Maybe older. 2010, he was drafted. I mean, he could be like 34 right now, but it was last year that he was in training camp. So 32, 33 years old. I mean, the fact that they would even give him preseason snaps would be at least an indicator that they were giving him a serious look. Pete Crow Armstrong, who would then get dealt to the Blue Jays? No, Cubs, yes. That was the Baez deal, wasn't it? Oh, well, that didn't work out, right? All right. Final ball 4. And then we'll take a base with 2021 Bowman draft. Cubs for Baez, yep. All right. That's usually a good sign with Onyx, right? PSA certified. Well, we've been talking about this one team for a hot minute here. It's come up in conversation. So since they don't do little place cards the same way that TriStar does, I'll try to do this individual justice. He played for 3 teams during the course of his career, but his stints with the Red Sox and Dodgers only lasted a year apiece. He's most known for his 14 seasons, of which he was an All-Star 10 times, and had his number 27 retired by them. He was voted into the Hall of Fame in 1983 on his 3rd try. And he's got pretty legible handwriting, but in case you can't tell, it's Juan Marichal. Definitely Giants. Yeah. All right, so we had some easy baseballs today. No randoms, no problem. We do 4 balls. I'm expecting we're rounding them off two or 3 of those. So these were easy peasy. But back in the day, people used to, play for the same team. Nowadays, where's the money at? You don't get a lot of hometown discounts anymore, that's for sure. All right. 2021. Let's have some fun. Use this empty box for all the cards I got to sleeve later. All right, so this is the last one. We got a big pull coming out of Bowman Draft. All the new shrink wrap is like the heavy duty stuff. Cheap stuff was on back order, so. So this is it. This is the last one. So we got 4 baseballs. We'll recap them at the end. And still 3 more prospect autos to go. Again, Bowman wax prices surging because that's where the attention's going to be right now. It's going to be on the prospects. There's the first one. Maddox Bruns there. Put the trash can on the wrong side of me is crossing me up a little bit. All right. There we go. There's Matos, Jordan Lawler. Brady House. Surprisingly, no autos there. Jason Dominguez. Ryan Cusick. Oh, gosh. Jordan Walker. And Brendan Beck. Colton Cowser. Yelky Cespedes. So again, if anybody is looking for a personal break, I got a handful of things listed down at the bottom, but I got a whole store full of stuff ready to roll here. So Henry Davis and Anthony Solometo, Victor Mesa Jr., Austin Love. Mesa Jr. now looking like he's the more preferred prospect between the two. Initially, it was Victor Mesa. That was kind of the one everybody thought was going to be the stronger one because he was younger, but he kind of hasn't panned out yet. Although he's got a couple of years of youth on his side. I think both defected from Cuba, if I'm not mistaken. There's Henry Davis. And those are going to be upside down. I don't like the way they came out like that as far as breaking goes. Mesa Jr. It's 2019 stats. I don't know what last year was like, but I think he was all right last year too. Michael McGreevy, Doug Nikhazy, and Nick Gonzalez with some refractors. Jake Fox. Jackson Merrill. Mauricio. Numbered 119 out of 250. TJ White. Purple refractor. And then for our autograph here, Angels, Luke Murphy. That'll be the first auto. Arrow Vera. Jordy Barley. And it's all about that base, Jackson Jobe, Luis Rodriguez. And Benny and the Jets, Benny Montgomery. Who's not actually a collector himself, but he's really helped kind of push the hype with his few odd signatures there. All right, we got some color coming up on the next one. Got paper. And a little chrome color to go here too. Kyle Manzardo, numbered 38 out of 199? 39 out of 199. So he's, I think, second rounder, right? Second or third rounder. Carson Williams, the big one to go after for the Rays in this one. Yeah. Second rounder, 63rd overall. Are we still awake over in Facebook land? It's been awfully slow there. Robert Gasser, Aqua Parallel. Marcelo Meyer. Reginald Preciado. Carter Jensen. Sal Frelick, I had a little luck with him, hitting him in, I think, a refractor last time we broke some Bowman. Jackson Merrill. There's Benny Montgomery. Got a chrome there. Cusick. Luis Matos. Cody Morissette. Marcelo Meyer paper. Mick Abel. Jordan Byers. Slavis Basabe. And then we got Robert Gasser. Sparkle. J-Rod. Blaze Jordan. A lot of first Bowman Chromes for the Marlins there. Garrett Mitchell. And number 98 out of 250. Fifth rounder for the Padres, Max Ferguson. Now for sale. Jordan Lawler. Refractor, Christian Hernandez. like out of sleeves there. All right, final stack. Are we going to see a base or are we going to see a refractor? And the regular jumbo is usually good for serial numbered parallels. Oh, we got our Invicta. Oh, we got our Invicta card. All right. Not what I was expecting. We got 2 Invicta cards. Do you remember what happened the last time we had 2 Invicta cards? It meant we had a parallel, didn't it? Do you think the same thing's going to happen this time? Do you think it means we have a parallel again? This could be fun. Oh, we got Acuna. And 168 out of 199, Gavin Williams for the Indians. Brennan Davis. Adrian Del Castillo. All right. Are we going to pull a hot card to close out this break? We wanted a big pull. I think we're going to finish this break with a little bit of a bang. Reginald Preciado, numbered 68 out of 499. All right, what do we got coming up here? Colton Cowser for the Orioles with the Invicta. Not too shabby, not a bad one there. The sleeve is not cooperating. I don't think it actually opens all the way. Let's try another one. Harry Ford Genesis. Tyler Soderstrom, Bubba Chandler. I really want to see this auto. I didn't get a good look at it before. I'm sure it will look marvelous when we see the whole thing here. And it's going to be a player we've had some luck with lately. We had a big pull for this guy recently. And this one's even lower numbered. As we're closing in up on it. So all I gotta say is this. Please don't let those hits be misses. This isn't just hot. This is blazing. 2 out of 5. Red Invicta parallel. Blaze Jordan. Red Sox. No, this card's borderline like this stock probably better that it goes in the thicker ones, but it will fit in here if you move it right. But the Ultra Pros, have been very sticky lately. Like they just don't open up right. If you notice, I got to do this a lot in order to get them open. The Beckett ones open right up, but that other one was stuck on the side. So Frank Mazzucato, Austin Martin. It's a nice little refractor for the Twinkies there. So yeah, they look looks to be 75 point. So Jay Allen. I actually don't recommend putting a 75-point card in a sleeve, but if you know the trick where you can kind of get the outside to round out, then you can do it without damaging the card. But no, it looks like a 75 point. I don't think it's 100. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do that probably. But the Ultra Pros, well, I don't know what batch this is from, but I don't know if you can't really see it on camera. Yeah. but you can see it's like pinched right here. So you gotta fight with it sometimes to get it open, which is with practice easy, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to do with one hand. Lately, they've been coming out a little better, though. I know the first batch coming out of the pandemic, man, that's why I started opening up using the Beckett ones a lot lately, because they were just a pain in the butt to get open. So let's do a little recap here. We called this baseball mixer the WALK because it had 4 balls, just as a WALK would. We had Phil Niekro, Hall of Fame ball. Ozzie Guillen, Rookie of the Year inscription. Juan Marichal, and Ryne Sandberg with a Hall of Fame inscription. So those balls were easy. Niekro, Braves. Guillen, White Sox. Marichal, Giants. Ryne Sandberg, Cubs. And then we had some cards. Again, break like this, if you can stack up enough decent cards like that, I'm not going to say you're going to get the full value back, but it helps lessen the pain. And then when you do hit, that really helps. And Yankees had a lot of good cards. And then they managed to pull off this Trevor Hauver number /150 autograph. Nationals with a little blast from the past there. Marquise Grissom from the Expos. We did see a couple Vlad rookies on the insert side. Got a base Tatis rookie. Number /50 for the Twins, Trevor Larnach. Again, did they get any big hits? No, I don't remember. But again, they got a few cards that they can stack, including that Larnach and this Austin Martin refractor. And I believe that's his first Twins card. At least on Bowman. I think he might have been on Bowman Inception too. Got hits for, this is an honorable mention one too for the Cubbies. Christian Hernandez, go nicely with that Ryne Sandberg ball. Indians, you got Petey Halpin. Brewers, number /499, Hayden Cantrell. Robert Hassel, refractor is not too bad. And Garrett Mitchell with a refractor and an aqua. Not too bad either. Corey Lee, orange, Astros. Oh, Mitchell had two base refractors. So again, Brewers, no hits, but these are the type of cards that can help you fill in the gap. Angels, Luke Murphy. Padres, Max Ferguson, number /250. Brandon Howlett for the Red Sox, but definitely blazed out. Number 2 out of 5 here. Blaze Jordan, the big hit there. And Eloy Jimenez, rookie auto out of Heritage. Not too bad either. So, and that was the break. So at this point, we'll open up the floor to any personal breaks. I put a few things down in here, but again, I'm at the shop. We have 300 different SKUs in stock. So, I mean, if you're in the market for something, just ask, and I can pop it in here. We did see the new Leaf Valiant football yesterday, and I sold a couple boxes in the shop today. So I only got one case, so don't let it disappear. I guess it was in short supply this year. I'm assuming because of the the fact that you have graded cards in there. And with Beckett's turnaround times, that product was actually supposed to come out in June, according to the sell sheet, June of 2021. So that just shows you that even a guy like Brian Gray's got to sit and wait for his submissions to come back for a while. And plenty of other stuff. I don't know. We did all right with that Pro Set Power. We've done very well with the wild card illumination hobbies. I know the retail product doesn't look too hot, but again, usually with I don't want to call them off-brand stuff, but your Leaf, your Onyx. Onyx doesn't do any retail, but Sage. The retail stuff's usually not the more desirable. So we have another break that's a timeline break currently filling for those of you watching on Facebook. Hopefully we can knock out a few more teams on that and have that to go maybe over the weekend. I might even bring that with me on my little trip to Pennsylvania there. And are those short print? I'm sorry, I missed that comment on Facebook. Was that in regards to Invicta? Invicta come out 1 per box. Thicker stock card. And what I've noticed from the boxes that we've opened so far is you will find a second one if you're pulling a parallel, or in this case, it was an auto. A nice auto too. I wonder if any of the other 4 have sold yet. Let's see. 2021 Invicta Blaze Jordan auto. There is a gold currently at auction. There is an orange that I feel is kind of undervalued. There's 2 golds at auction. One's at 61. See, this guy's asking 109 or best offer for an orange. And the gold has 3 days left and it's 61. This is why it's hard to trust eBay comps, because you have people that don't know what they're selling. Ooh, one of the reds is up there, but no one's placed a bid on it yet. They started at 260. And that literally just went up 6 hours ago. So what's their buy it now at? It says make offer. I don't know. I'm not really a big eBay guy, so. All right, we have 1 for sale. What about the other 3? Any of them sold? Let's see. Got a gold there that went for 91. They're all over the place. You even got number to 99 going for 54 one day, 83 the next. Another gold that in beginning of February went for 125. 147. And sometimes people just go off of those bad comps. There's a ton of these best offer accepted that were for a 25, and it went lower than what the number to 50 goes. So then people digest and compute that information and say, oh, this card's trending down. But then it goes for auction later when there's less of them out there on the board, and it goes for more. And you just gotta be able to understand the patterns before you can properly comp a card. You use comparables to determine a value. Comparables aren't the value. And that's always the thing that gets me about a lot of ways that people look at things in the hobby. Average together, if you average it together, then you eliminate the trend. You'll never sell it if the card is trending down because the average is above where the card should be. You'll sell yourself short every time if the trend is up because the average includes lower sales. So, I don't know. That's always like my public service announcement for the day. If somebody's asking you, you got sales of, 50, 75, and 90, somebody asking 100 or 125 may not be wrong. Just depends on the trend. If they're asking 1,000, then yeah, there's something wrong with that. Common sense. I don't know. Anyways. Anybody looking for a personal? I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, but we're almost at 12:30 Eastern time here, and if I got works to do, I'll keep working. Otherwise, I got to be back here in the morning. Like it's like morning now, so I got plenty of work to do as well. So just let me know. Last call on the drip shop. We got Topps Jumbos, Topps Hobbies, Onyx Gems, which are a fun little rip, 2 slabbed authenticated cards, CSG. Wild Card Illumination. 4 autos per box, but actually we've opened 3 boxes. One had 4, one had 5, one had 6. The cards look cool. There's some very cool inserts and short prints in there. And at least for the first 3 boxes, every box has had an A-list name. We had numbered Najee Harris, we had Trevor Lawrence, and we had Mac Jones in the first 3 boxes. It's a pretty strong trio right there. We got Chronicles Baseball first off the line, Onyx Vintage Football, Onyx Vintage Basketball. We go back to 2021 with the Topps Jumbo. What else I have on this list? We also got Update Hobbies, and we have them by the pack. Excuse me. Onyx Vintage Baseball Extended Edition, WWE Fully Loaded, Leaf Signature Hockey 1 of 1s, Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. This is just a sample of what we got. So, if not now, maybe later, contact me. And tomorrow's another day. Maybe we can get that football break on. I don't know. All right. Last call. Anybody got anything for me? Otherwise, I'll wish you good night. And I got to drive home. It's not like I just walk 10 steps and there's my bed like it used to be. So All righty. So have a good night, and we'll rip you new ones